Good morning. It's great to have you with us here at Unity of Walnut Creek. You may notice as we go along that this is Teddy Bear Sunday. We have a bunch of stuffed guests here with us, and as we go through our service, part of what we're going to be touching is the beautiful feelings that these teddy bears help to bring out with us. So if you have a teddy bear at home or wherever you're watching, I invite you to grab it and let it be a companion through the service. We appreciate your being with us.
To share the presence of the God within.
And thanks to Heart Dream for doing our music for us today. Always so wonderful to have you guys here. Oh, and good morning. So help me welcome our folks out there in virtual world. It's great to have you with us. And also a special welcome to all the bears and bear relatives that are here. We're glad to have you with us. This is Teddy Bear Sunday. And so if you're here at Unity for the first time or really new to Unity, you've already got that we're a little different. Okay, so but we love hugging bears. These bears are going to go on to Martinez Hospital for the children there. So fill them with lots of love. And as we go through the service, just keep passing them around as they get a chance to get love from so many people. So when those children take them and hold them close, they're going to feel your love. What a wonderful thing it is to be together today. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. And the chance to be together and connect in spiritual community and support each other in our spiritual growth is a real treat. And part of that experience is touching these truths that are universal, that we share with people from all spiritual paths. So in the things that we share and the words that you hear and the music that you hear, you may hear things from many different perceptions and spiritual traditions, and they're a part of our acknowledging that we are, all of us, spiritual beings awakening in the most perfect and delightful way. So I invite you right now, just take that deep breath through your heart as we enter into what's at the very core of our spiritual journey, and that is the experience of prayer. Please join me in our opening affirmation. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Feeling that love. Again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. Letting that love flow out from us to bless many. Once again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And for this presence and power and this love, we are so grateful. With open hearts. Amen. And now would lead us as we get to sing together.
Please join us in singing, There Is Only One of Us.
it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. You are my reflection. There is only one.
It's our time of prayer and meditation where we get that deepest connection with that one. So I invite you to wiggle around, get comfortable, take that deep breath, and let go as we enter into this time of prayer and meditation together. As Heart Dream sings this beautiful Hindu chant, if it's familiar, I invite you to join in, but let the music itself be part of that invitation to the very center of your heart.
Soham Shanti, Soham Shanti. I am that I am. I am peace. I am that I am. I am peace. Soham Shanti. Soham Shanti. I am that I am. I am peace. I am that I am. I am peace. Soham Shanti.
There is only one. This divine presence. Presence that is everywhere, within and all, through all, as all. Mother, Father, God, infinite love. We ask that in this sacred moment together, that you awaken us to know your presence ever more deeply. In this moment, this sacred moment in this place where we join together to be aware of this love, of this goodness. In this sacred space, we know God is. For God is in each heart, is here. God is in music and stillness. God is in every hope and dream, in every breath, and every moment of quiet. And where God is, love is. God is here. Love is here. God is in me. Love is in me. In my life, in its ups and downs, God is. In my life, love is. God is here. Love is here. I am here. One with that divine love. With that love, all else can fade away. It can heal, strengthen, and unfold in its perfect way. I am here. God is here. Love is here. And to touch that presence most deeply, we enter into that silence to simply rest at one with the one. For in this silence, God is. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be still. God is here. Love is here. Mother, Father, God, as we awaken to this beautiful power of love that we experience on our hearts. I'm so grateful for this choice to send this love, to send it out to heal and bless and uplift. And so we make this movement of awareness to our hearts and the love that is there. And we radiate that love. We begin by sending it into our own bodies for healing and well-being, for wholeness of mind, body, spirit. We radiate this love, sending it to each one dear to us, enfolding each one, lifting, blessing, guiding, healing, prospering, and bringing peace and harmony. This divine love, as it flows through our hearts, we send across the spiritual community, touching each one and everyone in their world. We send this love to every prayer request brought here. And we know with each you are enfolded in divine love and lifted to that which is the highest. And this love flows through our hearts. It flows across the communities in which we live. It flows on across our nation, beyond, to touch the peoples of the world, to call forth peace, healing, and wisdom. And this love, it flows from our hearts. We send it and join with all who join with us in prayer, whether in mosque or synagogue, temple or church, whether gathered at home or on the hillside. For in seeking to know you, we are all one. And we radiate this love from our hearts. We send it to this beautiful earth to touch and bless all her systems, her creatures, to bring balance and order. We send this love about the earth that it might touch the heart of every single person in the earth. For you are that love in every heart. And in this love, we are one. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And it is so in the great love present in all. Amen.
Thank you. My name is Jennifer Hooker, and it's my pleasure to highlight a few of the many upcoming events here at Unity of Walnut Creek. We are delighted to present Howard Martin from the HeartMath Institute next Sunday. His workshop, Activating the Global Heart, will include practical intuition, heart-centered living, energetic connection, and other heart-focused care. Please join Reverend David for a Christmas holiday retreat on the first Friday evening in December and the next day all day on Saturday. Give yourself the special gift of a mystical Christmas experience at the beautiful La Villa Colbel Gardino Retreat Center, which is located in Clayton. And to sign up, please see Patricia on the patio or Anne in the book center. And once again, we have our fabulous Thanksgiving potluck at noon on Thanksgiving Day. And you can sign up on the patio or in the book center, and it's a fun time to spend with your Unity family. And to find out more about our classes and other wonderful activities here at Unity of Walnut Creek, please consult your bulletin and or our website. And until you hear the gong, enjoy taking a quick moment to greet the people immediately around you.
Join us in singing, God Makes Me Want to Sing.
I can't help it, God makes me want to sing.
Please stand and join us in singing.
I can't help it, God makes me want to sing. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am loving every living thing. I can see the face of God in the paupers and the kings. We've all got the same treasures in the we've all got the same treasures in the store. That's why I'm loving every living thing. I can't help it. Yeah, God makes me want to sing, dance, sing and dance. I can't help it. Yeah, God makes me want to sing and dance, sing and dance. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am believing in my guiding light. No matter what comes, it always turns out right. I just dig right down to how I feel. I take a deep breath and I grab the wheel. I'm believing, yeah, in my guiding light. Yo, I can't help it. God makes me want to sing and dance, sing and dance. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing and dance, sing and dance. Makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am rising to a higher place, with the wind in my back, sun upon my face. It gets easier each day. It keeps getting easier to find my way. That's why I ride can't help it. God makes me want to sing. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing and dance and sing and dance. Makes me feel so good. I can do most anything. One more time, here we go. I can't help it. God makes me want to sing. Ding and dance, I can't help it. God makes me want to sing and dance. Sing and dance makes me feel so good. I can do most, yeah. I feel so good. I can do most. Ooh. I feel so good. I can do most anything. Whoa.
Sitting in the stillness of my heart, I close my eyes, going deeper within, feeling the flame welling up inside, letting the symphony of love begin. Raindrops fall on a clear raindrops fall in a clear crystal
Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, beautiful, magical. Kind of like those feelings you get when you hug a bear, huh? So be sure and give lots of hug to those little stuffed beings that have joined us. I couldn't help but thinking when you were doing those announcements, Jennifer, we have probably two of the most amazing Sundays we've ever experienced coming up. Next Sunday is Howard Martin. Now, Howard will only be here at the 11:30 service, so you can come to both. And Howard is really the preeminent spokesperson and public speaker for HeartMath. And he's coming just because of the great appreciation for this spiritual community and all that we do. But the man has probably one of those deepest understandings of the heart on the planet today. To experience him is a real gift. And Howard's a good friend, and he was one of my first teachers at HeartMath. So I really appreciate his coming and the chance to then get with him in that workshop afterwards. So that's like the ultimate HeartMath experience. And the next Sunday we have the ultimate unity experience. Probably the preeminent experience of unity comes from Reverend Mary Omweg. Amazing woman. I just, when I get to be where she's going to be doing something, my heart just goes, wow, hooray. And it just so happens she's got family in Walnut Creek. So I found that out and said, Mary, you got to come be here with our folks. And so, wow, two amazing weeks coming up. And right now, right here now, there's a very important reason why we do Teddy Bear Sundays. Okay, one of those reasons is that we get to send these bears on to the children, and so they can be there and feel that love and have that nurturing experience as they're going through their recuperation in the hospital. But the other is just for us. This experience of hugging a bear, isn't there a beautiful feeling with that? Now, you may remember at the start of the service, I shared that unity is a positive path for spiritual living. Okay, and we're a little obsessive about that. You know, no matter how much you've wanted it, in the years at Unity, you have never got sin, hell, or the devil. It just didn't show up, because we just don't believe in that stuff. It's just not true. The thing that we know that takes us into this way of looking at life is it's a beautiful truth, but I actually think of it as a secret because so little of the world is aware of it. But it's really this simple understanding that God is absolute goodness. That there's no other side to that. You remember when Michael Jackson came out with Bad? I'm bad. Okay, and I was excited to learn that I'm bad means I'm good. Okay? And when I'm good, I'm good. That's unity. When it's bad, it's good, and when it's good, it's good. Because the only thing that's showing up in our lives is God. And This divine presence is pure love. That is its nature. So how do we get so that's what we're experiencing? How do we get so that we really awaken to let that love and that care be with us all the time? There are wonderful understandings, but the truth is, to touch that goodness, the real way we touch it is through our feeling nature. So we can educate our minds on wonderful truth, and I want to share some with you. But it is through the experience of the feeling, a feeling not unlike that feeling we get when we hug a teddy bear. Because what happens there? There's a feeling of comfort, of nurture, of care, of safety. All of that is part of the experience of this love, of this goodness. Now, there was a young woman, I think she was about 28. She went into a laundromat, and there were two women in their 80s in there doing their laundry. And she noticed that they were washing teddy bears. And she got very excited because she'd been afraid to wash her teddy bears because, well, you never know. They might not come out looking like teddy bears. So she went over to the woman, and the woman was explaining to her that, well, you take and you put them in a pillowcase, and you pin that pillowcase shut, and then you do your washing and your drying of the bear in the pillowcase. Now, time out for just a moment. I have no idea if that works or not. Okay, that's what she said to the woman. I've never tried it, and I don't want any negative teddy bear karma, so you have to check that out on your own. But she was talking to this young woman, and the woman was explaining how she really felt a need for her teddy bears that she hadn't for some time. Her marriage had ended. She was moving into an apartment all by herself. And so these women in their 80s, and by the time you get to your 80s, you've done a little living. And so they were saying to her, yeah, you got to wash your teddy bears and take good because you need them, because we get feeling sad. And we get feeling lonely. And that's when you take that teddy bear and you hold it and let yourself feel that sense of connection, of care, of tenderness. That's important. And I thought, how beautiful. Those are feelings that are part of our touching, that we actually get to enter into the heart, and we begin to touch and experience through our feeling nature this beautiful divine presence. And that's a part of it. And how wonderful that nobody needs to know what it is. It helps just to let ourselves have that feeling. Now, the feeling's important. There's also ways that we try to understand, that we try to bring our heads along into this experience. There's so many ways that the unfolding of the spiritual self has tried to acknowledge that there really is just God. There's just this divine presence. There's just the love. After the beautiful Hindu chant, from the Katha Upanishad out of Hinduism. The Lord is one without a second. Within man he dwells, and within all other beings. He projects the universe, maintains it, and withdraws it into himself. Saying just one, just God, just the goodness. That's all. There's not something else. Judaism, Deuteronomy. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one, just one. Not two. Not good and evil, right and wrong, God and devil, and all that stuff. Just the one. From the Quran, there is only one God. Just one. And one of those most beautiful teachings of Jesus on the understanding of the perception of the one. He says, if your eye be single, the lamp of the body is the eye, so this is the way that we perceive. If your eye be single, if you only see the one, your whole body will be filled with light. The simple understanding of enlightenment. If your eye be single, if you just see that one. And that's what we're reaching for, isn't it? Now, what happens is when we begin to view life that way, we begin to discover ourselves, discover who we really are. And that's part of the understanding, is that as children of God, as these spiritual beings, we are the expression of that. Some medical personnel, or in Viet Nam, a village had been attacked and they were called to assist the people in the village. A doctor and a nurse. The team went in and there was a young girl that was badly injured. And they realized to take care of her, they needed blood. Their types didn't work, so they tried to communicate with the villagers in their very poor Vietnamese, the need for blood to help the little girl live. And so they were asking who would be willing to, give some of their blood to help them take care of the little girl. And they looked at the people there, and there in the back, a little hand went up. There was a little boy there. So they brought the little boy, and they tested him, and his blood was the right type. So they took and put him there and hooked him up to take his blood, and so that they could use it for the little girl. And as that blood was flowing, the little boy began to cry. And they tried to talk with him, but of course it was difficult to really see what it was that was upsetting him. So fortunately, a Vietnamese woman walked in who could explain and talk with the little boy. So she was talking with him and then looked kind of startled, and then she began to explain something with him, and the little boy began to calm down and relaxed. And so the medical personnel, they said to the woman, what is it? What happened that he was so upset? And she explained, well, he understood that he was giving all of his blood for the little girl and that he was dying. And the doctor said, why would he have done that? And the woman answered, well, she was his friend. We're all like that. The truth is, the nature of who we are and what we're doing here is love. That's what we're here for. And we know it's about giving. We know it's about caring. Yeah, sometimes we really fall asleep to it. Sometimes we get caught in other things. But when we come back to who we are, to what life really is, and what we're expressing, every one of us, is that expression of love. God is here. God is omnipresent. So naturally, this divine presence is here. But it's more than that. It's here. It's here. It's here. God is here in us and as us. And the nature of that is pure love. It's not hard to be positive when you know that, is it? It comes. It's what we're discovering. It's what we're bringing forth. It's what we're growing into. Of course. Now, we sometimes get in situations that are difficult. And we can't make sense of what's going on. It seems so wrong. But then what happens is, when you know this, you know that there's something else present. There is a potential, because the very nature of this love is wholeness. Okay, so what it creates is not incomplete. So if we're at a point and we're stuck in something in our lives that feels incomplete and isn't working, and our heart is saying this isn't right. It's saying that because there's something greater. Because that which is all, that which is whole, which is oneness, which is goodness, which is love, has already given at the spiritual level that wholeness, that fulfillment. So it becomes ours to receive it. So within us is, in every situation, amazing potential. 19th century London, little 10-year-old boy. Now this little boy was what you might call a street urchin. Okay, his father was actually in debtor's prison. So he didn't have enough to eat. So he was a part of a group of kids that lived in a warehouse, a rat-infested warehouse, where they would then paste labels onto cans, and that way he got enough to eat. 10 years old. But this little boy had a secret. He'd had 4 years of school, and in that he learned how to read and write. And he found it was so exciting because he could imagine stories and write them down. So he tried to do that. When he had moments, he'd write down these stories that he'd imagined. And then he'd go, and he knew anybody would laugh at him if they knew what he was doing. So at night he'd sneak out and take what he'd written to the people that published things. And of course, most of the time, they just ignored it. But there was this one publisher that said, "Oh, that's really good." And he published it. Now, I didn't pay him anything. But that was okay. He got to do it. He got to express something that was greater than what was going on. His name was Charles Dickens. Okay? And he began to tell the world of the beauty of those who were caught in that place of poverty, and call people into what was really important in their hearts through stories that still teach us today. And from that potential that he stepped into, the world began to change and treat those children and the poor differently. That divine is within us all. It's amazing potential. When you know that, how could you not be positive about life? It is so good. So part of what becomes important is this willingness to keep this feeling going. Now, last week, many of you joined us for Hug Week. How many of you did hugs this week? Okay, keeping up our hug. Okay, can we do another Hug Week? Okay, keep it going. Now, remember, the wonderful thing is, teddy bears are here to practice on. So make sure you've got 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 at home. After the service today, they're gonna take these and send them on to the kids. But we need some at home too, and they're just for practicing. And you know, it's quite okay if you don't have a teddy bear. You just go ahead and hug yourself anyhow. Okay, that's part of just opening to these beautiful feelings of this, that let us touch this love that is this divine presence, that let us embrace that this infinite self that you are, this beautiful love that is your being. And when we do feel that feeling, it's right here, right now. God is here right now. God is here. And that means love is here. And that's important. Because it doesn't matter what's happening in those lonely, sad, painful moments. Love is here. You can feel that. Love is here. Join me. Love is here. Love is here. Love is here. Love is here. Hold that bear. Love is here. You can feel it. You can touch it. It's here now because God is here now. And love is here because you're here. Bless you.
Our heart ministers are available after service today to offer prayer support for challenges or celebrations, and you will see them in the sanctuary, out on the patio and grounds, and they are the ones wearing the lavender stoles. And you can send a prayer request at any time from our website. I ask everyone to please take a connection card from the seat pockets in front of you. And we invite each of you to take a moment to fill out this card if you have a prayer request, question, or a comment. And if you're new to Unity, you're invited to fill out the card and to also stop at our welcome table out on the patio after the service, and we'd enjoy getting to know you better. Thank you for checking the box if you are joining us in our weekly spiritual focus this week. And that spiritual focus this week is love is here. And the ushers will receive your card with the offering toward the end of the music. I am also part of your We Care committee here at Unity of Walnut Creek, and we're looking at whether or not to undertake 4 projects that did not get completed when we built our new facility. So when you came in, all of you should have received a survey about these projects. And each is an important part of how we care for people here at Unity and also in our community. And the projects are, 1, a lift to take people to the 2nd story of the educational building. 2, the improvement of the sound quality in the community room, and as some of you have noticed, we've already begun on that project. 3, the enhancement of our patio so that it has shade and seating for our services and also other events. And 4, the construction of a professionally designed sign to let people know that this is our Unity campus. So please read and respond to the surveys, and the We Care team people will be at the doors at the end of the service to collect those surveys, and thank you so much for that. It's now time for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations, there are envelopes provided in the seat pockets in front of you. And for those of you watching online, just click on the donate button on our Watch Live page. One of the understandings of the great spiritual laws is that it is by giving that we expand the flow of our goodness in our lives. Jesus, the master teacher, told us, "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." I invite you to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. Repeat our affirmation with me together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
Someone asked if we had anything more upbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Spirit is just alright with me. Spirit is just alright, oh yeah. Spirit is just alright with me. Spirit is just alright. I don't care what they may say. I don't care what they may do. I don't care what they may say. Spirit is just alright, oh yeah. Spirit is just alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Spirit is just alright with me. Spirit is just alright, oh yeah. Spirit is just alright with me. Spirit is just alright. I don't care where they may go. I don't care where they may go. I don't care what they may know. Spirit is just alright, oh yeah. By the hand, lead me to your promised land, oh Spirit, be my friend. is just all right with me. Spirit is just all right. Oh yeah. Spirit is just all right with me. Spirit is just all right. I don't care what they may say. I don't care what they may do. I don't care what they may say. Spirit is just all right. Oh yeah. Marching in the light of God. We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. We are marching, marching, we are marching, marching, we are marching in the light of God. Marching in the light of God. We are marching in the light of God. Marching in the light of God. We are marching in the light of God.
All right, embrace these beautiful beings with your heart, and let's share our blessing together. Children, you are loved, special, and important. The light of God shines through you. So let's stand and take hands and share together our prayer of protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song.
Peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God ever present, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
You are the love and the light and the peace in the earth right now. So let it shine and have fun.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do 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 do. Spirit is just all right with me. Spirit is just all right. Oh yeah. Spirit is just all right with me. Spirit is just all right. I don't care what they may say. I don't care what they may do. I don't care what they may say. Spirit is just all right. Oh yeah.